Inertia is the force that keeps all objects moving the way they were before. So if they were not moving, they will not be moving unless acted upon by a outside force. And if an object is moving, they will keep moving in that direction until they are acted by an outside force. So this ball is not moving because it has equal forces acting upon it. The floor is pushing it up while gravity is pushing it down. So because the forces are equal, it is not moving. But if another force, an outside force, acted upon it, it will move. So this outside force will be my hand. So because an outside force acted upon it, the forces were not equal anymore, and it was forced to move. But it slowed down because of the friction of my floor and gravity forcing the ball onto the floor. So if my floor had no friction, which would probably be impossible unless it was in space, it would not stop moving, and it would go on forever, because that is what inertia does. It keeps moving stuff that is moving, and then keeps stuff that is still. And that is Newton's first law. Force is, well, it's hard to say what force is, but force is like the thing that gives motion or stops motion of an object. So acceleration is also an effect of force. So if I were to just tap this weight and not put much force into it, it would barely move. But if I were to put more force into it, it would move more. Missed, and then it moved farther because I put more force, so there's more acceleration moving it into that direction. And that is Newton's second law. So yeah, it also depends on how big or how much mass an object has. It also depends on that. Like, if it's bigger, it requires more force to move. If it's smaller, it requires less force to move. Like that weight. I will be using the ball again for the last law that I know of. It's probably just the last law. I don't know what I'm saying. This law has to do with how for every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. So how when I pick up this ball, the action is me dropping the ball, and the reaction is the ball bouncing off the floor. Why the ball bounces up is because when it hits the ground, it squishes, and as it tries to reform to its original state or shape, it will push itself up as a side effect.